I'm Donna Sonkin. You are once again in the Healthy Urban Kitchen.
Yeah.
So happy to see you today because we are talking about ways to boost your immune system, quick and easy meal, and ways to keep you satisfied so you're not reaching for things that might not be the greatest thing. So today's focus, steaming greens. There are many ways that you can cook greens, and today Antonio and I chose to steam them because we all have water readily available.
Good point.
And we're going to make a really nice sauce. So I chose this lacinato kale. It has a few aliases. It's also known as Tuscan kale and dinosaur kale. And the reason it's known as dinosaur kale is because its leaf sort of looks like the skin of a dinosaur.
Very interesting.
Very exciting. These greens are plentiful and bountiful in vitamin K, vitamin C, all sorts of other amazing things. They're crammed with fiber, and they have a little bit of a bitter flavor. So you coffee drinkers might notice that if you include more of these bitter greens, your craving for coffee will dissipate. So that's really exciting. We're just gonna cut these up and steam them up. And I've got some water going in here, and I've got my favorite knife. I've got my wooden cutting board always in the Healthy Urban Kitchen. I'm bellying up to the bar. I'm really becoming one with my cutting board. And I'm just gonna go back and forth. Real easy peasy. Being careful of my fingers, you know. Want to keep all your fingers in there. Great. So let's get this going. Gonna put that on high, throw that in the steaming basket, and I just have some filtered water in there. And I'll tell you why we use filtered water when we're done, because I have a nice little surprise for you. I'm just gonna put these in here too. And these are gonna go just until they're done, let's say about 3 to 5 minutes. In the meantime, I'm going to make you a delicious sauce, because who can eat steamed greens just on their own? That's the first thing. The second thing is, to unleash all those vitamins, you really want to have some healthy fat. And what we've done today is we've gotten some organic sesame tahini. That's just ground up sesame seeds. And I have some different oils, some toasted sesame oil, and we're going to make this happen. First thing I'm going to do is get about, 3 tablespoons of this stuff going. Here's a little trick. You know how there's always the oil at the top of nut butters? What you want to do is go mix those up really well. Put the lid on, turn them upside down, stick them in the fridge overnight, put them right side up, and they will never separate again unless they're out of the fridge. As long as they stay in the fridge, you're good to go. So that's about 3 tablespoons. So that's going in there. Then I've got about 1/3 cup of water. Just gonna go right in there. I've got some tamari, and tamari is really interesting. It is actually wheat-free soy sauce. So we'll do about 3 tablespoons of that. And these are teaspoons, so we'll do a little more than that.
So what did you say? 3 tablespoons?
3 tablespoons, but this is actually a teaspoon.
Okay.
I forgot to bring my tablespoon. But you know what? We can handle anything. This is just really yummy, the toasted sesame oil. And we're just going to put a little bit of that for flavor. You can just sort of, I don't know, just a little bit of body there.
How much would you say?
About a half teaspoon.
All right, cool.
Then I want to have a little kick going on. So I found these really delightful Meyer Lemons. They actually have the flavor of tangerine, which is so interesting because they're lemons. So I've zested it. So this is the zest. And that's on the outer part of this. Now what you want to be careful is to make sure you remove the white pith, because that can be bitter. So that's going to go in. And then I've got some organic garlic that I've chopped, and that's going to go in.
So when you zest, you're only getting the skin and not the white part?
Not the white. It's bitter. The white is bitter. So we don't want that. I'm going to give a shot of cayenne. Little sprinkle, little heat. And then I have this gorgeous dill and parsley that we found at the market today. It's so yummy. Just really, it'll give us a nice creamy flavor. And then I am also going to put some of this in, the lemon juice. I want to be really careful and not get those pits there. So I'm going to put them somewhere else. I don't know, maybe.
Don't forget I have a lemon squeezer.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, that's okay. I could use the exercise. About 3 tablespoons of this. I'm just going to scoop out these little seeds. All right. Let's get these out of there and then pour these in. Oh gosh, I wish you guys could smell this because it really has that tangerine smell to it without the sugar. So this is an interesting way to get some flavor going without added sugar. Stick those guys in there.
And how much of the greens did you put
About
in?
a half a bunch of the dill, and then I put maybe 3 to 4 sprigs of the parsley. I'm just gonna get this in here.